Trump does seem to get that the election is not necessarily going well for him. Reporting from his campaign shows that supposedly in talks with aides, he gets that he is the underdog by a good bit. And he's had a couple of different new campaign strategies to try to win people over. He told senior citizens that they're not actually at greater risk. He did a little video. That was stupid and dangerous, and seniors are really trending away from him, which is not normally the case for Republicans. So that's not a good call. Now he's got a new one. His new strategy is to tell states that they suck. So he tweeted, he tweeted so much this morning, but he tweeted, "Illinois has no place to go. Sad, isn't it? Vote Trump." What? Then he tweeted, "New York has gone to hell. Vote Trump." And then he mixed it up with, "California is going to hell. Vote Trump." And he liked this so much. You can't see in that screenshot, but in mine that I have, he tweeted all of those things and then within 2 hours retweeted all of them again. He loved his "California's going to hell. Vote Trump." He's just telling states they suck.
He's kind of like one of those people, you know, when you just like make something up based on what you see around you, like he's just like, "This fiery, fiery hell. New York's going to hell." Like, no, you're describing your campaign, homie. You're describing your life. You're describing the Republican Party that you've led off this cliff. Look, the drugs he's on, the roids. All right. Apparently, I haven't been on them because I really haven't wanted to, play Major League Baseball. But roids are real. The roid rage is real. Roid rage is real, and I think we're seeing it in his Twitter feed. He's freaking out. He's saying random things. And what a strategy! What a strategy to just tell people that they're in hell. Illinois is going nowhere. Where's it gonna go?
I don't know. It's landlocked.
Illinois is going nowhere. Oh my God, Illinois. He's gonna just be like, "Illinois is a total 3. Vote Trump. Get a boob job." Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. But I want to ask you a question that Parker Malloy, friend of the show, raised on Twitter. Can you imagine if Obama had tweeted, I'm not gonna do his voice, "Kentucky just sucks, man. They suck." I can't do Obama. I've literally never tried to do his voice.
Oh, that was an Obama?
Alabama's the worst. Or Florida can suck it. Like, imagine if a Democrat did that.
Just start with a little, Alabama is hell.
Yeah. You're gonna have to teach me that off camera. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it. But for Democrats, he can follow up his earlier comments that votes in blue states don't count, that coronavirus deaths in blue states don't count. If you die in California, he doesn't care that you died. And now you also you're going to hell because you live in California, and it's just supposed to be okay. It's this asymmetric warfare where the Republicans can do whatever they want. If the Democrats stray even a little bit outside of the media imposed norm bounds, CNN will lose it. I guess because the Democrats are responsive to the news. So if they get attacked, they'll change. The Republicans won't, so CNN doesn't really bother anymore. But anyway, it is very asymmetric in that way.
I never thought Trump, we all know Trump didn't want to be president. Could it be he doesn't want to be president again? I mean, granted, the only reason he needs to be president is to avoid actually having to pay any of the taxes that he does owe the government and make good on his debts. But it's amazing that a president, not just someone who's campaigning, a president. You look at their Twitter feed, you look at their public statements, and you're like, hey, maybe there's an olive branch. Maybe there's, softening on certain issues. Nope, there's just wholeheartedly calling entire states crap. Like, there are Republicans in California, right? Like, there are Republicans in New York. I mean, fewer and fewer. Like, I'm so glad we lost Ben Shapiro over here in California. Like, goodbye, bye-bye. Look, if we had I think the fires were just to smoke Ben Shapiro out of the state, and I'm happy about that. That's what we have to do. We already lost Tommy Lahren. The point is that like you would assume that someone campaigning to actually be the president for all Americans would have more respect for all Americans.
Yeah, I think, look, I think it's ridiculous. I think that he wants to stay in power. I think he likes the focus on him. He likes having the power, and he certainly doesn't want all the lawsuits that'll come once he goes out of it. But I think outside of the t-shirt thing, he just doesn't listen. He's got to be getting advice to not do some of this stuff. But I think he just fundamentally thinks that he has the best ideas, great brain, and he'll do what he wants. And the thing is, like, he won in 2016 by like 70,000 votes spread across 3 states in the Electoral College. But he won, so everybody seems to think, oh, his political instincts are awesome. Now, yes, he did win the Republican primary, and he narrowly squeaked through a win against the most like despised Democratic nominee of our lifetimes. He got trounced in the 2018 midterms. He's losing, like, Biden's numbers nationally, I read, are the best challenger polling numbers since the 30s. So the evidence that his political instincts are awesome outside of Republican-only politics is not robust. But he won in 2016, so everyone assumes, oh, he must know. And legitimately, everyone is so terrified of him winning again that they're nervous. I get that. But maybe he's just really bad at this. Maybe he sucks. Maybe it's not Illinois. Maybe it's him. Maybe he has nowhere to go. And
it's interesting because I think if he won re-election, if he wins, I wouldn't be surprised if the Republican Party does shift and basically use the 25th Amendment against him and try and prop up Mike Pence. I don't want to imagine Trump getting another term, but obviously we have to think about what we would do and how our lives would radically change and how we'd have to go underground and start training, etc. Whatever, DM me. But the point is I think Republicans are, this whole thing with Amy Coney Barrett and everything, it reminds me of like, in every action movie where the security guard gets knocked out, but like their fingerprint is the key to get in through the door or whatever. So it's like Trump is absolutely like this crap president knocked out on the ground, and Republicans are just using his hand to like, and his fingerprint to just get Amy Coney Barrett through. Just one, just the last bit of life, well, we need him, beep boop, But they don't actually, God, I can't imagine what they would do if he wins again. You said this before the show started, but whoever tweeted that Republicans still, they didn't pass a platform at the RNC. They don't have a plan. Trump has not elucidated or discussed anything that he would do with a second term. What are they doing? Just gonna keep building the wall that just got struck down and is illegal?
They'll overturn the ACA, they'll pass tax cuts. They really don't have much of an affirmative agenda for the future. They'll cut even more immigration and give tax cuts, because at the end of the day, more money is the only thing they want. Not what they need, they don't need it. They're wealthy beyond the dreams of emperors of old, but they want it, and that's it. Like, people who are suffering want and need things. People who are super rich and well off just kind of want to keep things going and get more, basically. And so that's what they'll get. But he could still totally win, so don't get cocky. TYT.com/vote, figure it out.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.